Episode 2, baby, we are here. Let's go.
Episode 2.
Let's go. Listen, you got DC checking in here as always.
It's your boy AD in the building.
What's going on, man? It's your boy Mike, and we here to talk about the Denver 5-piece Nuggets.
Nuggets, Jokic,
Gentlemen Suite.
Murray.
Bring the brooms.
Listen, I gotta give Murray his flowers to start it off. I'm gonna start it off early for you guys.
Murray?
No credit family. Yeah, bro.
What about the Serbian?
We're gonna get there.
We gonna get there, but to come from, correct me if I'm wrong, or if I get this incorrect, knee, he tore his ACL. Okay, I was about to say meniscus. See, about to be wrong. And to come back from that, not everybody comes back from a hefty injury like that, and to now be a NBA champion, bro. Like, I gotta give him his flowers. I gotta clap for him. Come on.
We also gotta mention that he doesn't have an All-Star. He's not an All-Star at all, which is kind of crazy.
Who cares about that?
I know, but I mean, like, it's kind of crazy.
I consider him also.
Yeah, no, I do too. I thought prior to what he did in the bubble, I was like, he should have at least got some votes. But that's just how tough the West is and all the guards.
Right.
But nah,
That's true.
definitely Jamal Murray. Congratulations to the Denver Nuggets. But of course, we definitely got to talk about Mr. Lunch Pail. He just go to work, do his job, and he go home.
He does. Like, legit, 9 to 5 for Jokic. It's a 9 to 5.
9 to 5. I don't care about anything else.
Clock in, he clocked right.
I'm ready to
Clock
go home.
out. Yo.
I'm ready to
So,
go home.
Finals MVP, beat Miami
Well deserved.
in 5 games.
Yes.
He brought his franchise that drafted him the first ever championship in franchise history.
Mm-hmm.
2-time MVP. Possibly, you could argue that he should have won 3. Let's talk about the finals. Let's talk about the finals in general. What do you have to take back from all this, like from this whole game, this whole series? Excuse me.
I feel like it was a competitive, like,
I agree.
finals. It wasn't like your typical, because we're so used to and accustomed to LeBron, KD, Steph, all these high super athletes. And they are, they are the top tier athletes. But this is what I'm not gonna say the first time, but like, I would say the first time in however long. What the last 10 to 12? Maybe I'm gonna say last 10 to 15 years.
I would say 15 years without a Steph or LeBron final.
Right, and it's something new, and it's something to be accustomed to, like to adjust and to see like a difference in this finals. It was competitive for me to see this and to watch, and I'm actually excited for the NBA going forward because now we have new athletes to watch and look forward to.
That's
like whatever hate you got for your team not being there, but to watch pure good basketball from both teams and see collective basketball, that's great to watch. Instead of watching, it's also great to watch one athlete and Curry and LeBron and a KD or a D-Book to go off 40, 30, even Tatum to drop all these high numbers, but to watch collective high basketball, even though Murray and Jokic is dropping 30, 40, to me it's still like clean team basketball. Like X's and O's, getting to our spots, running what the coach is giving you, and getting buckets. I feel like, what is it, the old school way?
Yeah.
I'll take it the old school way because I like watching team basketball.
I've heard people say, I think, that there's a lot of hearsay. Everybody hype right now. They saying a lot of wild stuff because the summer's coming up and not much, active news is coming.
Yeah.
So I think people said like this basically ended the Warriors dynasty when they never played the Warriors to begin with. But we're not really here to talk about the Warriors. Really congratulations to Denver. They really, if you think about it, they really kind of dominated this whole playoffs and who they played.
Absolutely.
They basically clapped the Timberwolves, took care of business with who they played in the second round. Phoenix.
Yes.
I think that was the toughest matchup because they lost 2 games in that series.
Nasty.
Brought the brooms and the whooping out on the Lakers in the conference finals, and then gave Miami 1 game. And like, I just think now, after watching him play, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch. They're not a nationally televised team, so I couldn't see the Denver Nuggets play all the time. But I did know about Jamal Murray, of course, what he did in the bubble.
Yes.
Nikola was there, but they did lose a couple series. But just watching this process on everything that they went through, if you think about it, since 2020 till now,
Yes.
it's just why should be the blueprint for almost every team.
Right.
It's not guaranteed that if you buy players that you're gonna win a championship.
Stick to your guns.
Brooklyn, take some notes.
Let it fall.
Yeah, absolutely.
But this is just majestic to see how the big man is basically coming back. Or they always been here. B been here. Jokic been here.
But Jokic is a different
breed,
More
right?
finesse.
He's bringing the ball down.
Yes.
Running the offense through him.
Heavy on the finesse. assists.
Lead the team in assists.
Like he's a playmaker
and then he
big
could
man.
score. I didn't know like
He's able to score.
his touch is kind of deadly, bro.
It is.
Like I was like,
It reminds me of Nowitzki.
Yeah, nice
It's
little
dark.
floater.
His touch,
One-legged.
hook shot.
You know how annoying it is to play great defense on a
And he
guy,
just leaves.
and he just all net.
So-
that is very, very.
Nah, top five. Bro. I'm looking at somebody like Bam is trying his
Bam is
hardest.
playing great defense, but
Yeah,
Like,
I felt bad for Bam, man. He was
Nah,
getting
Bam-
taken to school every game.
Bam got a lot of
Just-
respect.
he's working.
He earned
The
a lot of
talent
respect.
discrepancy was, that was my takeaway. Y'all all had great points about Murray, MPJ, those guys all being drafted by Denver, kind of earning their way through the organization. But also got to shout out guys like Aaron Gordon, Jeff Green, especially Aaron Gordon because the expectations for him in Orlando were very high. They brought him in almost like Banchero, expecting him to lead the franchise to the playoffs, to a championship. Obviously, he had developed some parts of his game, but I see a lot of similarities between him and Andrew Wiggins last year, whereas, these guys were top 5 lottery picks where expectations were through the roof at 19 and 20 years old, and now you buy into a system. I think Coach Mike Malone did a good job of putting him in positions where he could get the ball, dunks, layups, even improved his outside shot. So I think y'all hit it on the head. It's old school basketball, right? Like there's no big star walking through the door at Denver, right? They didn't acquire, a big name through free agency or through trades. They just stuck with the guys that they drafted and they built a good nucleus. You add a KCP who has experience in championships, guys like Jeff Green, Ish Smith, DeAndre Jordan. They've been around the block.
Can't forget about Reggie Jackson. I didn't
Reggie
know he was on
Jackson.
the bench.
Right. So they had a lot of journeyman kind of players that have seen starters minutes. Their roles get cut, but they all just bought in. Even Thomas Bryant. You know what I mean?
Bruce Brown.
It's
Bruce Brown as well. Yeah. Shout out
You
to
kind
Bruce
of
Brown.
have to. I feel like you kind of have to eat that, especially when your leader is just like, I'm not here for none of that.
Yeah.
Like the leader, and I think of that team is Nikola Jokic,
Mhm.
and I'm sure
And
also
he-
Murray.
He's like straight, like sorry to cut you off, like
Right.
just watching like certain clips. Like I had watched a Twitter video of like him showing his locker, and he had like 2 sneakers.
Oh yeah, Torrey Craig. I
It's
see
like
that too.
seeing that, but like his body language is like, I don't care.
Don't care for none of
I'm
that.
here to play basketball,
That's a
and I'm
fact.
here to get buckets,
Yeah.
and I'm bringing home a chip. And
That's
that's
it.
what he does. He clocks in, he does what he's supposed to do, and clocks right out.
Almost like San Antonio
It's like
with
no
Tim.
bullshit. Yeah, exactly.
Like Tim
That's
Duncan,
Same
like,
vibe. Same
You
vibe.
know Tim was a maniac because if you look at all of Tim Duncan's fits, you understand that he don't care for nothing but I'm just trying to play ball. Yo, if y'all look up Tim Duncan's fits, bro.
Yeah, it's
Like,
straight,
he did
long, Levi's,
Straight library.
Man, I forgot what year it was.
button-ups,
Right.
plaid.
I forgot what year it was. It was during the All-Star game. Everybody pulled up with their best fit. Man pulled up with flannel, some big ass jeans.
Yo,
And
I
like
think
no
some slippers.
Facebook bag.
Yeah, yo, All-Star game,
No care in the world, bro.
Also,
none.
Paparazzi like.
so exactly.
And
So
you know how much money he got in the bank too?
come on, so not even that. The championships and accolades, that everything he's done. So when your leader is doing that, you kind of have to follow suit because what you doing.
I kind of get Spurs vibes for the Nuggets.
Yes.
Like
do
I think Murray. I would take Murray over Tony. Like, I know Tony Parker in his prime was really good,
Let's say.
but I think him being able to get like double-digit assists when people know him for scoring,
Right.
that takes a lot. It's a lot of sacrifice, like we said. Like he was passing up his shots for Bruce Brown, for MPJ, for Gordon.
I
I
mean,
think
granted,
this could be a dynasty, bro.
we'll get on to the next topic, but like,
hold on. Let me
It
pause
very
real
well
quick.
could be a
Right.
You
dynasty.
just hit the assists, right? Let me go over the stats real quick. Got it in my face. Average, Jokic, 30 points. Jamal Murray, 21. Aaron Gordon, 14. I got Bruce Brown at 11.4. Michael Porter, 9.6.
basically got 5 guys in double figures.
And then Contavious with coming in at 9. And now assists, Jokic averaged 7. Murray, 10. Gordon, 3. And then from there, I'll say what rebounds for Jokic, 14.
Yeah, he was on the board. It's crazy.
This is just
On the board, it's crazy.
to talk about your dynasty thing. I'm not gonna jump that far because that means you gotta complete something, and it's early.
I mean, who's gonna be able to stop Nikola though?
Oh, they're gonna find somebody.
I think you can't even really build a wall against him
Dwight
because he's
Howard?
so good. Not at this point in his
He's gonna put
career.
somebody on the neck. I'm just saying that. I'm joking.
Physicality could work against him.
But I mean, like,
But-
as physical. I just feel like
Where's he at?
he's entitled. He's coming back. I promise you. After everything that the
He
NBA
not,
just
bro.
seen, no, he's coming back. Watch. I promise you, he's coming back.
How old is he?
No. I'm not saying. Listen, we're not
So you
going down the
really
road.
believe that Dwight is gonna get a contract?
Just focus.
Don't-
Yeah, I believe he's gonna get a
don't
contract. But I'm saying big mans are gonna be now in the premium because now you have to figure out something for the
Right.
Jokic.
I don't think one. I think you have to build a defensive.
That's what I'm saying.
Miami tried zone. That did not work because
it's going to demand that.
Yeah, you know.
I'm saying
that part.
The big men are going to be now in the premium. You see how before, like what the Warriors did to big men. You can't like big men are obsolete when the Warriors were dominated. Now when Nikola and the B is still around, when B won MVP, Nikola won back-to-back MVPs.
All right.
You're gonna have to be an athletic big though. Like,
now, what about running them out the gym, like consistent transition?
This is where I'm gonna take it though. I feel like if Boston was in Miami's position, I think this series would go a lot different.
100%, yeah,
because they're running.
Yeah.
Well, they have more shot makers.
Not for that.
They have guys that don't disappear.
Robert Williams is the right size to guard Jokic.
And Horford would have
And then you have Horford.
Then you have Horford, and then you would have thrown Cornet every now and then, or even
Miami didn't really have.
It was Bam.
They were thin.
And Cody Zeller definitely belongs in the YMCA. I'm sorry.
Strus and
I felt bad for like Strus and those guys.
They weren't running.
Because they're about 6'5", 6'6". You look at Gordon and MPJ. That's just not a good matchup.
Yeah,
it's not a good matchup.
So I feel like
even Jimmy at times just could not get a shot off.
We definitely got to talk about him, but I feel like with Dynasty,
right, Dynasty.
With the coach saying that, I respect. It reminds me of the Mamba mentality. You remember the commercial with Kobe?
Yes.
What if my records break over records?
That's what I'm saying. Because what do we define as a dynasty in this generation? Right? Because
during this certain span, I would say you got to win more than.
I would say about 2 to 3.
You got to win 3 chips.
Okay.
3.
There you go.
3.
No crap, fam. Let us know y'all number.
Right, because we're not gonna say
3 chips or 3 finals appearances. Say the numbers running back.
3 chips.
3 chips.
3 chips is a dynasty.
Heard it first, ladies and gentlemen.
Because to me, are we gonna say? Do y'all think the Heatles were a dynasty? They made it to 4 championships, 1, 2.
I think that was a dynasty.
It's 2, bro.
Because like, all right,
nah.
Because look, big threes, right? Look at the Celtics. Do you consider that a dynasty?
Which one? You talking about the old school or this?
I'm talking about Rondo, KG, Pierce. I think Miami was a dynasty, bro.
They didn't win though. Like they didn't complete the ultimate goal of winning.
It's a great question. What's your definition of
2 out of the 4 though.
Yeah,
so, alright, so give me an example.
In this 10 years, in the 10-year span for the Spurs, they won 5 championships.
What about Golden State?
In the 10-year span, they won 4 championships. The Lakers back in with Kobe and Shaq, they won 3 championships.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
So the Heatles are like on the cusp.
On the cusp. If LeBron would have stayed another year, and if they would have won,
I think in today's modern NBA, bro, you don't get so many years like you used to though. Like guys go from team to team like almost every offseason.
I mean, because you gotta look at the rules are changing now. What the Warriors did with the new CBA, I know we get a little off topic here, but like the fact that the owners were able to afford 3 max players, they were tight, so they had to change the rules. Now you can only afford 2.
I don't consider KD and Steph a dynasty. I don't think that's a dynasty. I think KD.
I'm talking about the franchise though.
Okay, yes. I'll put it this way.
I'm talking about the franchise.
KD got on the train on 4/5 and got off. I fought him.
Facts.
The Warrior train is still going because they got one without him.
That's a dynasty.
I like that.
Because they can still win without him.
So for the Nuggets though, we're in 2023.
If they win,
if they get 2 more, or they get 2 more final appearances by 2025, I consider that.
100%. All right, and then also they're in their prime too, so they have a lot of time.
They have a.
Jokic has probably with his game until 36, and he's 28.
I mean, MPJ is locked in. Right. Murray is locked in. Jordan is locked in.
Right.
KCP is gonna take a veteran deal because he wants to win.
The biggest issue is losing Bruce Brown.
I never thought I'd see the day.
If you think about it, he made that basically. That he grabbed that rebound, put it back up.
He earned that contract.
No, 100%.
He said nobody wanted him during free agency.
Just no, he set up to 2 teams. I don't know if you read it. It set up to 2 teams. The other team said reason that we didn't sign you because you wouldn't have played, which is kind of crazy. Because everything that he just produces for a championship team.
Right. See,
they paying people millions of dollars to be GMs and scouts. What are
that
they doing?
tells you the small plays, them little rebounds,
they count.
Effort, 100% effort. They count. Like you said, they count.
They some big shots.
Can we flip it to the other side now? To Miami.
Damn.
All right. So this is their second finals appearance within the past 3 4 years. Right?
They got zipped up.
Now, what do we feel the Heat should do next going into next season? What are the off-season moves do they make? Are you high on Jimmy Butler? What changes do you make to this roster? Because now you still all right. So let's go over the roster now. You got Bam, you got Jimmy, you got Vincent, you got Kyle Lowry, who's getting older, Duncan Robinson, Caleb Martin, Max Strus, Kevin Love, who they may let go of. Keep Adonis Hampton, we already know, out the door, retiring.
We need another roster spot. No offense.
Right. Caleb is.
And then you got Butcher that's coming off an injury.
Victor.
Harrell.
I mean, I don't think if Hero was even back, because defensively they need to make stops and they couldn't. But I'll take the first jab at it. I think this offseason, focus on finding offensive players that can create their own shot.
Okay.
Because I feel like at times, Bam doesn't like to, Jimmy doesn't like to, and Gabe Vincent, Max Schuster, they need people to create the shot for them. And they don't have that guy. Like, Tyler Hero is that guy, but I feel like they need a bona fide superstar to pair with Jimmy and Bam. And if you have Tyler Hero there, also extra gravy, boom, we love that. But they need a bona fide. Like, let's say if Kyrie and Dame were to pull up, you got a guy that, all right, get out of my way. ISO, bucket.
I think Dame fits.
Yeah, and I'm just saying, whatsoever. What I witnessed in that 5-game series was a lack of offense from Miami.
Yeah,
I watched Jimmy bring the ball down and pick it back up so many times. I'm like, what are you doing?
That's not his game.
Yeah.
But especially that final moment, I think
like in
the
the
last
last-
game, and he drove down the middle,
Picked the
dribble up, spinned around, threw the
Just
ball,
pass it
turned
to
it over.
Casey.
Turnover.
It's like, bro, you gotta be aggressive. You gotta go get a bucket.
Yeah, but like Mike just said, that's just not his game. He's more of a like, wait
It
till the
worked
fourth
against
quarter,
Boston, but-
post you up. And that's when I feel like it's like,
It's just weird because against Milwaukee and Boston, Jimmy had that offensive firepower. I think it just that 7-game series took a lot out of him.
what I want to say to that is, I can't even pronounce the word. He's familiar. He's familiar with Boston. And
Okay, with
Milwaukee.
their personality.
You know what I'm saying? Like they knew all the tricks and trades about them.
Yeah.
And then I feel like it was kind of a shock once they ran into Denver because like, damn.
They have some really good.
I don't got no
they got
scout.
some good wing defense.
They told.
I'll tell you
He
that
didn't
much.
want to lay the ball up. I'm looking at this man like, yo, you were just laying Robert Williams and Giannis and Brook Lopez laying Jokic. He doesn't even block shots.
He doesn't want to jump.
But he would drive. Pump it,
It's like he just hesitates.
It's
Yeah,
weird.
I'm like,
It's weird. I would say I'm with you. I think they need to go after Dame or Bradley Beal.
yeah, Bradley Beal, Kyrie.
The good benefit of making it to the finals is that you could sell a front office on a Gabe Vincent, on a Struz, and say, look, this guy, you saw it. He could plug and play. He could get your team to the finals. He could make the open shot.
Right.
How much of that can you sell to like a Washington or Portland? I don't know. And I don't know if the Heat have any draft picks, but I agree with you. I think the backcourt was too inconsistent. I think, Jimmy's going to get you about 15 to 20 a game. I think Bam is good for about 18 and 12 and 20 plus at times. But when you ask him to do all of that on the offensive end, you saw it. Jokic was going right through him on defense because he didn't have enough energy. So I think if you do get like a Dame or Bradley Beal that could, put up 6 to 7 threes effortlessly, because some of the looks that the guys were getting were good. Gabe Vincent was getting really good looks. Lowry was getting good looks.
They
Struz.
weren't hitting the shots.
The lights were
That's what
too
it comes
bright,
Yeah.
I think, in this case.
Are we going with the Jared Allen
The
quote?
Jared Allen quote, yeah, I think the lights were way too bright for them. But I think, like you said, they need a shot creator or somebody that could just come down, pick and roll, elbow jump shot, 3. And
So do you keep Butler?
Yeah, no, you
Bam.
keep Butler. That should
That's
one
your
or two.
defensive nucleus,
Right,
because they're
and-
both two-way players, and
And like during the clutch, Jimmy could definitely.
they'll show up. Yeah,
Jimmy
they'll
can
show up.
But I also think I want to add they need a big too. Like nothing is Bam. Go get a real big. Like
And
just
put Bam at the 4.
four. Yeah.
Put him at the
Bam could also low key. I just watched him play make.
He
He
can't.
can do a lot. He could guard 1 through
Yeah.
5.
They need
You're
to get
right.
a Brook, like when they put Brook Lopez with Giannis, sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
That's what they need to get, like a stretch. They wanted Kevin Love to be that, but Kevin Love is not
Too
7
small.
foot.
Yeah.
I have a question.
What's up?
Do you take Bam out of Bio
Mm-hmm.
or Draymond Green?
All right, I'm taking Draymond.
You take Bam out of
For right
Bio
now.
or Draymond Green?
I say Draymond lock up Jokic.
Right now.
Draymond.
So
Draymond.
Come on.
for that particular matchup, I think Draymond would have made a bigger impact because, like you said, although he doesn't have the height, he just is stingy enough on defense where Jokic can't get to the spots that he wants to get to. I think Bam was just so overwhelmed. It was like, yo, this guy is 6'11". He could put the ball on the floor. He could pass. He could shoot. He could make hook shots. What am I going to do? Whereas Draymond, he kind of knows how to be that irritant.
Okay.
So for that particular series, yes, I think Draymond would have helped. But overall, for the
Just
next
'cause
5 years, I'm taking
smart.
Bam.
I'm
taking
saying-
IQ.
So that's what I'm saying. I feel like we talk about all the trash talking, but I'm talking about defensively. Draymond.
No, if Draymond was in a Heat uniform, that
Draymond
would've made a
is a
difference.
genius when it comes to defense. Because like I was literally watching my own eyes him dismantle offensive plays. Like,
Nah, and he's not afraid. He's not afraid.
I literally last year, a lot of people don't remember. Golden State beat Denver.
Yeah. Well, he didn't have no help though.
Who?
Jokic.
All right, granted, but
Which one was hurt? Murray was hurt.
Murray was
Murray
hurt,
and
but I'm
MPJ.
just saying, I just had to see for myself.
Now I want to see a healthy Denver,
Mm-hmm.
a healthy
Golden
Golden State.
The Golden State also has to get big.
I mean, I feel like that's the matchup for Denver.
Yeah, I mean that's when we could really say
Unless LA goes out and swings for the
they
fences
ended
in
the
free
dynasty.
agency. But yeah,
All right. So
that
going
was a
on
good
from
one.
that,
That was a good one.
Facts.
yo, kudos.
Kudos.
Fire job by
Shout out
Denver.
Coach Mike Malone.
How many years? It's been
Facts.
40. What, 2?
It's been longer than
Since
that.
the NBA, right?
33? Oh.
No, over 6 years.
Since they had like
Oh,
Fat
sorry.
Lever,
Apologize.
Yeah.
Apologize to me.
Alex
Yeah.
English,
I was saying, you got to think about all the guys that
Melo,
They
all those
were-
guys.
Hey, I
Marcus
respect
Camby.
Melo too. Let's still respect Melo.
Shit,
Still
Marcus
respect
Camby
Melo.
deserve a ring, man. Kenya Martin, all of them.
Congratulations to
J.R.
Denver.
Smith, he got his ring.
And
But
sorry for those people that got hurt right after. I heard it was a shootout right after. It was just
Yes.
disappointing it happened, but
yeah, we're all right to see that.
Stop the violence.
Facts.
But
Especially
shout out
after
to
a win.
Denver 2023 NBA Finals. Kudos to y'all. But now talking about championships.
All right.
My
This one
next
I
topic,
Fucking
next question.
spicy.
Listen, fam, listen to this closely. Now, championship wise,
Yeah.
whose windows is closing in the NBA? As far as who hasn't made it yet, who did make it and is falling short, playoffs, first round, second round, third round, and actually making it to the finals and losing. Which superstar, or I don't say superstar, we can say superstar.
I got
And also, which team,
off top.
who needs to win right now? Whose clock is ticking?
I got two.
I got two as well.
You want to go first, Stacey? You want to go first?
No,
I go-
yeah.
All right, Joel Embiid. I'm sorry. The injuries.
Man, just
tweets,
apologize.
Because, I feel like
You got MVP, bro. What you
we
mean?
coddling him because he was crying. That's why. I didn't play. You're not giving me because I didn't win these amount of games. Yeah.
Most valuable Embiid.
Yes, he finished. He finished in the second round. Haven't made it to the conference finals in any other time we've been in the playoffs.
You can't blame Ben Simmons this
I'm
time.
saying we blame Ben,
That's
we
it,
blame
that's
Harden,
it.
we blame Brett Brown,
Ain't on
we
the team
blame
no
Doc
more.
Rivers, we blame.
Doc is out there.
With the injuries in your play, that window, and especially with like his size and the injuries, that window is getting smaller and smaller
And how
and
many years
smaller.
he's been?
He's been in the league for
Been in the league for
7, 6?
I was about to say 6.
6, 7.
yeah, about
7 years.
about 7 to 8 years. Same year as Wiggins.
So, and then like I said, with his body, that window is getting shorter and shorter and shorter. Granted, I want to play healthy, and I wish he would win.
He's a big man.
But
Yeah.
like,
yeah, it sucks, man. I
Yeah,
wish
no,
Embiid get a chip, man.
I wish he'd make it out the second round. I'm not gonna say chip. Make it out the second round, then we can talk. But
Okay.
I just think right now I'm gonna save my one for now, and then when we come back,
Who's your two?
I would say 2 Dame Lillard. All the talking you've been doing, and then top 75 player, and as much as you want to do it for.
But bro, what does he have though?
All right, like I said, we keep doing it. We keep making excuses.
Like,
I watched.
Is Jeremy
He's on my
Grant?
list too.
Is Jeremy Grant enough for a chip? Let's be real. Like that organization don't know what they're doing.
But I'm trying to think. Recently, another guy just brought like no offense, Jimmy Butler. If you're that guy, I know he had Ben, but Dame Lillard has guys.
Kawhi Leonard.
He had guys close.
So that's my pick. I'm saying the Clippers.
No. He won already though.
big time.
No, I'm talking about like as far as carrying the team.
Yeah.
What he did in Toronto.
Right. But I'm saying without a chip though.
Okay.
Jimmy Butler just took the Heat to the finals twice
Yes.
with a subpar undrafted players. You got the only drafted player they got is Bam and Tyler Hero.
But if you give Dame Bam, I think he could make it to the finals.
Like I said, y'all keep making
you,
excuses.
you gotta give him a competent player.
They definitely gave him a lot of competent pieces, and it's all right. I'm just saying.
Nurkic?
I'm just saying
He's all right.
that window.
He's all right.
He's
I'm
all
saying
right.
if he's that,
Any big man that wear a t-shirt under the jersey is soft. Soft.
it's all right. I know that's your guy. But Dame and Embiid are my two that their window is closing. Either they go pair with another superstar or pray to God their franchise gets them somebody so greater than them that they make it. But top 75 player,
Yeah.
which is crazy. Like, I'm sorry, David. Kyrie's a top 75 player. There's no discussion about it.
Right.
But top 75 player, we give him all this stuff. He's all over the news. He gonna go there. Da, 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 da. I'm gonna stay loyal, and nothing has happened. When I seen guys will their team to a finals.
Nah, I definitely agree with you, bro. I feel you on that. For me, my two picks are out west. I'm going with the Clippers, and I'm going with KD and the Suns, man. I don't really. To begin with the Clippers, I know Kawhi has his trophy, but I just think that team was built on so much hype that we thought they were going to be in the finals multiple years. Like, they were the first domino during that free agency. We all got that news when PG got traded to the Clippers, and we immediately thought championship.
Okay.
And they just fizzle out. I don't know if it's health reasons. I don't know if it's because of the coaching. I feel like they have a good team there, except for Batum. You know, shout out to my boy, fourth quarter yelling, why the hell Batum in? I don't know why. But the Clippers are on my watch, bro, because I feel like, you know,
The whole
PG
team?
could help No, PG and Kawhi specifically, because they've had individual playoff runs,
Right.
but they've never been healthy together.
I would say, I hate to go short. My third one would be PG. Reason being, he doesn't have a chip. Kawhi has 2 already. So really, if you retire,
I'll say more so Paul George.
So more so like Paul
I'm
George.
saying guys that don't have a chip.
But like that Clippers culture, do you think of Kawhi when you think of the Clippers, or do you think of Paul George?
I think
of
both.
Kawhi.
I think of both. Respectfully, I think of both.
Okay.
Paul
Well, they on the
George,
clock.
Yeah. Nah, I give you that. I give you that.
Hell yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm blowing it up.
They
So
have me on the
it's
clock.
me.
I'll put him number 3.
I'm blowing it up.
I'm gonna add on 1, Damian Lillard. Especially you just said all the talk, all that hoorah, like bro. At the end of the day,
Jimmy brought his team to the finals.
He did, bro, but he still didn't get a ring.
All right, but at least he brought him there.
he's there.
But like, what do y'all
He's not at
expect?
home.
What do y'all expect Dame to really do?
Stop talking and try to get his team
But
somewhere.
with what help?
All right, we say there's a couple. I just listed Jimmy Butler. Listen,
Okay.
team twice.
At the end
With
of
who?
let's-
With
all right,
undrafted
Let's
players.
go. Let's go. I know we're going on a tangent. Let's go
Yeah,
start at 5, right?
Let's talk about it.
So we got Dame, Jimmy Butler, right? Bam Adebayo and Nurkic. You
Okay.
take it.
Take it back.
Okay.
Bam. All right.
Anthony
Gabe,
Simons.
Vincent, or Simons?
Who you picking?
I'm taking Vincent.
You lying because you just said Anthony Simons. You lead a team.
I'm taking Simons.
Look, Simons is a good player.
Oh,
Don't
he's
get
a
me
good
wrong.
player.
But he's very young.
Max Strus or Jeremy Grant?
Oh,
I'll take Greg. I'll give you
You
that
better.
one. I'll give you that. I'll give y'all
Oh.
that one. I'll give y'all
Oh,
that
my
one.
Lord.
So who's another starter for the Blazers? We're going very thin here.
Nasir Little.
Who?
Nasir Little.
Nas?
Yeah, he's a starter.
who my let me stop.
Justice Winslow.
Justice Winslow. At one point, he was on the Heat.
But what I'm trying to explain to you is, bro, what do you all want the man to do?
Okay, we didn't.
Like Bradley Beal, he has Porzingis. Okay, I know Porzingis can get me 25. Jeremy Grant,
On what night?
he's a good player.
On what night?
Porzingis, don't go for KP. You see the black KP in
Hey,
2K,
but
man. Don't
That
play.
was a long time ago.
Don't play.
That was a long time ago.
All here, we all can admit that we didn't even envision the Heat making it to the finals.
But I get what you're saying, though. You're saying Jimmy took scraps and pieces and brought it to a championship.
Yes.
Dame has been in Portland for
11
Forever.
years.
11 years.
He's complained. He's went to the front office, so it's his time. Maybe it's his time for him to go, bro.
Yeah, that window is closing.
Go ahead, DC.
You know who I'm going to?
Floor is yours.
I'm going to your Heat. I mean, I'm sorry, not to your Heat.
Bulls?
Sorry, pardon me. Your Bulls.
Oh.
You know who?
Rosen?
Yes, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I was going to comfort him, but I'm like, I ain't even
Go
going to.
ahead. No, I'm talking about guys. You can say. I even got Devin Booker on mine too.
DeMar DeRozan.
There you go.
That window's closed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
you want to do?
so.
I mean, he's a.
What's going to happen, bro?
Was he top 75, DeMar?
I don't think so.
No, right?
That's crazy.
But still, the talent.
I mean, I
that he
like his
has,
game.
He's supposed to be doing something.
100%.
Like I put him like
I don't-
DeMar,
I don't know where to put DeMar.
PG. Who else?
Granted, you're into
Like-
LeBron for like 6 years.
Oh yeah.
And then as soon as they shipped him out, they got that ring.
They sent a purgatory with San Antonio.
That was tough to watch.
And then
That was very tough because Kawhi just pulled up.
like last year. I was there.
All of a
last
sudden,
year.
OG Anunoby became good, and
Right.
Pascal Siakam became good,
Yeah,
and Van
yeah,
Vliet
bro.
just
It was the Kawhi effect.
That was
the
interesting,
Kawhi
right?
Kawhi just walked in there and was like,
Who's the center? Marcus Hall.
Yeah.
Marcus Serge Ibaka. Yeah.
and Serge. Yeah, that was a really good team.
I mean-
I feel like DeMar's window.
But for DeMar though, like they've been playing. Like the Lakers had a chance to bring him in. They chose Westbrook over. Like the decisions that front offices have made have affected him. Unfortunately, Toronto knew they had to move him.
Right.
That was the Lakers.
If you were the Lakers, right, you missed out because that season he went crazy when he had like the back-to-back game winners. Like
Imagine
Y'all
how
coulda
much-
had that.
Imagine how
We
much
were a good
rest
team.
Y'all
LeBron
coulda had
would have
that.
had if he
You
would
got
have
another ball maker that can play great.
Hell yeah.
yeah. So, but I agree with
Do-
you.
do you
I think
think-
DeMar's window's closing.
Do you think D Book and Tatum's window is closing?
Nah.
They
Tatum
still-
is young.
They young.
Tatum is 23.
They'll
24,
benefit.
Book is what? Our age.
27.
Yeah.
They'll benefit because guys are willing to travel to their team. Like
Right.
KD literally said, "I want to go to the Suns. Like that's the only
Like
team I
Debo.
want to go to. I don't want to play anywhere else." For Tatum, I think him and Brown, they'll figure it out.
Right.
They'll figure it out.
Can we say
They'll figure it
one last guy?
Yes.
CB.
Bro.
Bro. That window closed
Damn.
expeditiously.
Damn.
He had his shot.
Y'all slammed the door?
No lie.
On to the next one.
Okay, let's be real.
Damn.
2021 Finals, bro. He had a 2-0 lead.
Damn.
I thought the Suns were really gonna beat the Bucks, and then
Damn.
Holiday clamped that up.
Let's get off of that. Let's get off of that.
That's it. Slam the door
we
right in
ain't gonna do
his
that.
face.
Why you so disrespectful?
I'm being disrespectful. Y'all being disrespectful.
Shout out
Bro.
CP, man.
nah. Nah, he's reached like Al Horford level.
You gonna say CP? Oh, good luck.
Good luck.
Alright, but another guy that's out in Washington that we're looking closely at that can move from the Wizards, Bradley Beal.
What is
I'm high on Bradley Beal.
Money.
I love Bradley Beal and
But he
his
signed the
playmaking.
contract.
Yeah. 5 years. How much?
I just know 60 million a year. That's what that means.
It's crazy. So
I mean, with taxes, probably 25,
But like, why agree to a contract knowing that your team is going to be dog water every season?
because I don't know his, what his internal motives are. But to me, it looks like money, and probably coming from where he comes from, he didn't have much and have the opportunity to, like I said, earn. Basically, it looks good earning 60 million a year.
So
it looks great.
sorry to go off a tangent. We're always going off a tangent, but I want to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Would you, if you are an NBA player, you're a star, you get buckets, would you want to choose to be, not necessarily your hometown, but you get a team that's, you are the go-to guy? Would you want to be on that team? What'd you say? A small fish in a little pond? Well, a big fish in a little pond, or a little fish in a big pond?
I want to be, as a competitor in me, I always want to be a winner.
Okay.
So to me,
But you can will your team
Politically correct.
win. So like Damian Lillard, he wants
You
to
can
stay in
win.
Portland, and you want to grind it out until
Regular season.
you're able to go get a chip. Bradley Beal, you've been in Washington for however long. You want to grind it out, see if you go take your team to the playoffs.
yeah,
and see
but we did that, bro. We did that. We had that experiment already. Both guys, CJ McCollum, that team that they had.
CJ, yeah.
What happened? Fizzled out.
So you choose.
John Wall.
So you choose to go play with.
After we did it, I experimented. I did my time.
Okay.
I did my 7 years. I gave me the best team I had, and we didn't succeed. That means we're not that good enough. So I'm gonna go take my talent somewhere else to go win.
How long?
I'd say I give him 7.
No. I'm talking about. So you get into the first. How long would you take to make that decision?
I give him 7 years.
So like Portland.
7 years.
After my rookie contract and my extension.
I'm giving it 7 months, bro. I'm out of here. Shit. What are we doing? Are we winning game, bro? Come on, man. I worked too hard.
Yeah.
My whole life.
But I'm saying, just if you look
You're
at
right.
the contract wise.
Your whole life. You're right.
And look at that contract wise. You got to do 7 years technically. That's how LeBron became a free agent. You do your 4 years as a rookie, then you sign your extension, and after that, either you re-sign or you go free.
So give it to you like 24, 25,
Right.
26.
But that's supposed to be.
And that's when your prime starts.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So,
That's what I'm
first
out.
of all, let me just kill this narrative, right? We always say, high school players, they gotta used to know. They're always winning in high school and college. And when you get to the pros, guys are gonna be bigger, stronger, and you're not gonna win as many games. That's BS.
Depending
That
on
is
where you land.
BS.
It just depends on
If
where
you
land.
land in the right situation with the right coach, you
The
could
right
win
system.
immediately.
LeBron just won as
I
a
want
rookie.
you guys to go home and Google Patrick McCall, okay? This man did absolutely nothing, and it's 3 championship rings. Why? Because he came into practice, put up shots with the starters, was a good guy in the organization. Teams wanted to keep him, So for me, I'd much rather take that route because, hey, look, I'm a 3-time champion. I go to Taiwan, I go to Turkey, I go to anywhere. That's on my resume. I'm getting a nice contract. I think players right now we're throwing a narrative champion. But there's multiple routes to a championship.
Okay.
It's not like back in the days you get drafted to that team and you play there your whole career for 15 years. Y'all win 5 rings. It's just the way basketball is now. That's not possible. But it's the little things, right? We talked about Aaron Gordon. We talked about Wiggins. These guys were top 5 picks. Lofty expectations.
Yeah.
Didn't work out. Had multiple coaches that didn't want to implement their style play.
Yeah.
They get bounced around a little bit, but they land in a spot that really helps them. It plays to their strength.
I'm saying he paid his dues though. Aaron Gordon, for example, and Andrew Wiggins, they were in purgatory, I would say.
The media killed them.
Minnesota and Orlando, places that you don't really see winning.
Minnesota.
The same Minnesota. Places that you don't think they're gonna
Throw
win.
Ant on that
So
list now too.
we're gonna pray for him. Free Ant.
So unless
But-
they build around him, I'm going.
But I'm saying like, I pay my dues.
Free man, stop playing.
Damian Lillard and Bradley Beal paid their dues already.
Okay.
They made it to the playoffs. They had long runs and they didn't work. So it's either time to go.
So
And nothing
question-
wrong with that.
That's what we
to
do.
answer your question.
Let us know how y'all feel. No credit family.
No question trade.
Where
I'm
do y'all
out.
feel?
My career type stuff.
Where's Bradley Beal going to land? Where would y'all want Bradley Beal to go? What's the perfect landing spot? Where does he fit?
Miami.
Miami's on that side.
I
for
like
you.
Miami, but I think Boston. If Boston,
Him and Tatum.
yeah,
Okay.
they're both from St. Louis. I think his mom used to babysit Tatum or something like that, so they're very close. And I still think they could work a deal out where Jaylen Brown is still a part of the equation. You know what I mean? But
No, I think
people are saying that Jaylen Brown can't go left. I never knew we really dissected players like that. I think an L is an L.
Right.
Yeah.
But if Boston, they tried to send him to Brooklyn for KD. If that was true, I don't know if it was true or not. But if Boston is putting him on the market once again, I would go after Bradley Beal.
I just think you're losing somebody in that because now Tatum and Brown are both due for like $3 million extensions. So somebody got to go.
Yeah. So
and
you should Brown and get Beal.
Nah, I think Boston needs a point guard, but that's another tangent.
Nah, you know what, man? I was gonna say it's gonna sound crazy. I know I used to go for him crazy, but I think Marcus Smart.
He can go.
He can stay. Nah, I'll keep him. I'll keep him.
Let him run point.
Yeah.
Nah, he's a two-guard.
I think Brogdon's elbow gave out. That's why that bench was not.
Smart is not. He's a two-guard. His decision making.
It's a combo though.
His decision making. His decision making sometimes is real. It's not. I'm talking about the clutch.
Right.
In the clutch, I don't trust. No.
He
On the wing.
can't play.
I just think if they had a real point guard, let's say Rondo would have come back for at least a little bit. Rondo, or I'm serious, or even CP, like.
Or what about Fred VanVleet?
Yeah, but he's a scorer. But I feel like an actual point guard. Yeah, and like even if Boston had Tyus Jones as a starter, I just feel like somebody's gonna set them up.
I like that.
Somebody's gonna set them up.
Yeah, I like that.
Because Tatum and Brown, I'm sorry, they're not playmakers. They ball players. They want to go score. They get their own bucket. Somebody needs to set them up instead of them initiating the offense, trying to set everybody else up. So I just for Bradley Beal, Miami's my top pick. Who needs a dynamic two guard basically? I want everybody, man. Any free agent knows the Lakers.
Lakers DC?
Are they gonna afford it?
Look. We signed Reeves, Hachimura, bring in Bradley Beal. Say bye-bye to
What you mean sign? This man he's eating a lot of the pie. If you try to get him, you lose him over Reeves.
Look, we just took Westbrook contract. We can take his.
Yeah, he has about 2 more years left.
Bill, yeah, he got about like 2 or 3.
Yeah, so no, y'all losing players.
That ain't gonna happen.
So Lakers, Miami. He signed an extension.
Last offseason, he signed a huge deal.
Him and Dame Lillard got the bread, bro.
At the same offseason, they signed.
Yeah.
Okay.
They got the money. That's Supermax.
So right now, he's on a 5-year, $251 million deal.
251.
And he signed that 2022.
Oh, so he just completed the first year of that contract.
Yes. So he's due 46 next season, followed by 50, followed by 53. And I'm talking millions, people, not thousands.
Yeah, so basically just simple math, that 261 divided by 5 is 52.2. There's a lot of taxes and stuff like that. But, you feel me?
So I like Miami. What about your Chicago?
I mean, we got 2 already in Zach.
We got to trade Zach?
Nah. Well, I just feel like it's offensive to send anybody to purgatory. Like, that is so, you gotta hate them.
Washington not a bad landing spot.
Purgatory.
Yeah, no, they are.
Purgatory. You send
I think of who else.
You send them to Alcatraz. We'll send you to die. That's what that is. Okay?
Yeah. I don't know. Bucks? Nah, the Bucks can't afford him.
Unless y'all lose somebody.
Yeah, I got it. Phoenix?
Nah.
Can't afford him.
Can't afford him either. And then you already got D-Book.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's
Him and Bridges would be tough on Brooklyn.
Oh, yeah, Brooklyn.
I don't know if
You say Brooklyn?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn?
I would definitely, because he played with Dinwiddie in Washington, right?
Right.
For a little bit.
Right.
But I don't know what Brooklyn is.
No, Brooklyn, him and Bridges could
I
do
mean,
something.
Brooklyn is going to be the low-key landing spot for a lot of free agents.
100%. I see why not.
Bridges really proved himself to be a 1A, 1B.
Yeah.
So.
Dallas. Sorry, Dallas.
Nah,
What
what's
was Kyrie
though?
He's a free agent, fellas.
Where's Kyrie?
Kyrie.
He can go anywhere. Wherever Bradley Beal goes, Kyrie will do the opposite. So let's say he goes to Washington, Dallas. No. I'm saying like all the free agent,
the perfect pair.
all the free agent teams I've listed.
My son will be.
He can go to Miami.
In
I heard Houston.
And
Shit, you go. Nah, not back to Brooklyn, but Miami and Houston.
So another question. Just hold on. What's on the agenda? So I can
moving on to Ali's favorite player, man.
Ooh.
Julius Randle.
That's so disrespectful.
Before we get there, before we get to the Knicks, Kyrie. Where would y'all like Kyrie to go? Outside of the Lakers.
I'm sorry, fellas. Ever since y'all should follow, I think his name's Andrew Petcash on Twitter. He does a breakdown for taxes. So I'm kind of like biased when it comes to free agency. So I don't know how much money, Jamal Murray and Jokic lose so much money through taxes and living in And then when I looked at Jimmy Butler's contract, how much money he loses from taxes, I like Texas and Florida. Like, I'm moving there if I got money. Because what? No taxes, bro?
No taxes.
So, like, I'm sorry, I'm trying to think of this, like, a bit, but, like, tax-wise, I'm staying in Texas, so I'm going to Miami. Like, that's it. Like,
Would you want to see him stay in Dallas
if they get pieces, yeah.
and recruit?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they get
that's what I'm
pieces.
saying.
They get pieces.
No.
Kyrie needs, as much as I hate to say, Kyrie needs to be on not a super team, but he needs to be with another superstar that the media is going to go after, so he could be in his own little corner. And
That's
Luka,
Dallas.
no, because Luka is an international player, so you don't really go for the press and stuff. Like, the situation with LeBron was perfect because everybody in Cleveland was on LeBron, so Kyrie could sneak through the back door and do what he had to do. Even in Brooklyn, right? You know, we had Harden and KD. They kind of controlled the narrative a little bit. And then once Harden left, that's when the media started to cripple Kyrie. He needs to be in a place where, like, he's with another superstar and the media is going to chase after them and he could do his own thing. The Lakers is a good fit, but I don't know. At this point, would you trust Kyrie is what I'm saying. Because, like,
Yes.
I know on the court he's good,
Yes.
but it's when he's away from the team.
He does nothing.
And then
off
the
court,
playoffs
bro.
come around.
I'm not
It's the
buying it.
media.
I'm not buying
It
it.
is the media,
Don't
but
do
it's
that.
also truthful, bro.
Don't
Look
do
at
that.
his last few playoff runs. If you think about it,
Bro.
going back to 2018 with Boston, he
Before.
had Tatum,
Uh-huh.
he had Brown.
He didn't want to be there.
He didn't want to be there. He left.
Uh-huh.
Comes to Brooklyn.
Giannis take on his ankle. Okay.
Okay, that's injury though, bro. I'm saying the Lakers already have an injury-prone player in
All right.
AD.
When we look back at his tenure, first of all, everybody looked stupid regarding the whole tweet thing because it was. I think
I'm not talking about that
I'm
stuff.
saying. So when it comes to this news, I'm not buying it because I just think he needs a solid team. So like, I might say something that's crazy. It's even Houston, like with Ime there, and I know what Ime can do with I guess young players and turn them into really like great players and defensively. So I'm I'm hoping to see Jalen Green take a huge step. And then if you get like a vet like Kyrie in there listening to Ime and like following the philosophy, God, dangerous time.
What you need?
What you gonna do with Porter though?
You need pieces.
Bets. I mean, I don't know. You got to figure
You're
that
not
out.
gonna take that.
You gotta
That's
figure
why.
that
That's why they shipped him out of Cleveland.
I was saying, you got to figure that out.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, Kyrie I just feel like he needs, all those guys need great coaches. Like, who can I think of? LeBron with Darvin Ham, Steph Curry and Steve Kerr, Eric Spoelstra and anybody else that works.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Kyrie needs a basketball mind that's gonna challenge him, but
Yeah.
also give him like. I feel like as crazy as it sounds, I think Jacques Vaughn was a good coach for him, but I just think their contract disruptions with Brooklyn had him out the door.
Like I said, Brooklyn's ownership and GM just need to go. Like, they're not good for basketball.
I want him to stay in Dallas.
Yeah, if they get some pieces,
Yeah.
it should be straight.
I really want him to stay with Luka, bro.
They gotta find the right fit though, because your backcourt is solidified. Now they gotta get
Front court.
players like the Nuggets had, like 6'10", long arm guys, because that was their Achilles heel. They had no
Size.
size.
Yeah.
If you had a big player, they were gonna go off against
Yeah,
Dallas.
you find a couple pieces that could supplement with that
And
offense.
I like the kid Hardy. I like Josh Green. I think they have.
They got a lot of guards. They got a lot of guards.
Yeah. So they have potential to ship out and to bring in new. And bro,
Who knows? Maybe LeBron.
Can't afford it.
I don't want to see that. I see Kyrie. I want him to stay in Dallas. I want him to figure it out with Luka because that future, like this guy's always big on future. Because Kyrie
is ahead of us.
I would say he has what
3 to 4 years.
I was gonna say 5.
Yeah, maybe 5.
Five.
Right
5
now,
years.
Kyrie is 31. Bro, CP is like 37. I
So
think
I give him 5
I give Kyrie 5 solid
just
years.
because of injury. I don't want to speak ill on Kyrie.
Man, if Giannis ain't taking him
stay
out,
healthy.
he's straight.
Stay healthy, but like figure that dynamic. We're in off season right now. Figure it out with Luka. Get the pieces right. Sit down. Yo, Luka, who you want? Let's get it going. Let's get.
So I would've never
let's
thought about
chop it up.
LeBron.
Figure it out, bro.
I would have thought about recruiting LeBron. Like, I would have just wanted to go get a lot of role plays. And
He did. Well, I don't know
I
if
mean, I
that's
would
real.
love to see Draymond on that team.
We'll see.
We just talked we praised Draymond. I think that would be a good fit.
Right.
But
No, we'll see. I don't think it's going nowhere. Let's
Let's
talk about
swing
moves,
over.
man.
Let's get to New York.
Let's rip this Band-Aid pretty real quick. Cause
Yeah.
We had this discussion. We had this before the recording. We had this discussion.
We gotta take it away. Good.
You know, y'all talked about, we in New York. We gotta talk about the Knicks. And, what moves they can make. And, the question that we posed is, should the Knicks move on from Julius Randle?
Yes.
We
Hell yeah.
We had the discussion already.
Absolutely.
It's pretty easy. Like,
it's
Get him out of here.
tough, like.
ain't no tough.
Ship him out.
I'm convincing enough New Yorkers about the trade I want.
Time back it up.
Well, I mean, we've been pushing for a trade for a long time.
Y'all been pushing for a bad trade though.
I don't know what happens when the playoffs come around. He just
Disappears.
he's disappearing.
Just can't go left.
He throws tantrums on the sideline.
Yeah, body language.
He doesn't get the
Left-handed.
basket.
No, I'm saying they cut off his left, so that's what his game is like.
Yeah,
Shit.
because like
I can't do
I'm
nothing.
thinking to myself, I'm like, yo,
Can't
RJ
go
had
up.
bigger games against Miami than Julius Randle. Granted, he was coming off an ankle injury, but you know when you're the guy, and obviously Brunson has trumped him as the guy.
The body language did it for me. Body language.
He's got to go.
He was never the guy to me.
You know,
No, but somebody's in his ear like,
yeah, somebody's like,
yeah, we paying you.
and let's not discredit. He had a good bounce back season. The season prior, he was awful.
Dog
He
order.
was bad. He averaged a little double.
Say for what a dog shits. Dog shits. Get him out of here.
I mean, so
Yeah,
if y'all New York though, who do y'all get?
Come on now, man. All my New Yorkers, y'all know who I'm talking to, man.
Who do y'all want? Y'all want
Larry.
Miles Turner.
Larry Marketing.
Cat.
No.
I'm voting for
No.
Cat.
Go ahead.
No.
What are y'all drinking, fam?
It's not about drinking.
It is
it's about
drinking.
fit.
No, it's
about
not.
fit, my boy.
Yeah, Laurie's a way better fit than Cat.
It's not a way better fit.
Way better fit.
We're gonna judge marketing off of one good season in Utah, bro.
Because you've seen what happens giving the keys.
God, bro.
The keys to what? 33 wins?
Why do you like
We just
Cat
talked
so
about
much?
it.
Why do you like Cat? Can you please tell?
It's not about liking the player, bro. It's the fit.
What does he do?
He's just
What
like.
do you mean? What does he do?
He's a taller Randle.
That's what I'm saying. Yes, he does.
Yes,
Absolutely
he
not.
is.
When he,
Disrespectful.
No,
he's
it's
not getting the
not.
ball.
Take
He's
that
not
back.
getting the ball.
I'm giving you 5
Ryan.
seconds.
When he's not
I'm
getting the
giving
ball,
you 5 seconds.
he's gonna
to
do a
recant
bone.
that
He's gonna do a
statement.
bonehead play.
He's a
Get us
taller
it.
Randle. He
Randle's doing
cries.
that
He's
now.
better than Randle, bro. He's a better catch and shoot player than
Right.
Randle.
I
And you
know
can
that.
actually give the ball to Cat on the block and he can make a move. The only thing Randle knows how to do is do a Euro step floater and look at the ref and go,
Okay.
hey,
Alright, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. But
Yeah.
consistency and knocking
He's
down
gonna
those
show
shots.
up.
No, he's
And
not.
he's played under Tibbs in Minnesota. He's already proven he could play with another center and Gobert. Him and Mitchell Robinson. Bro, you can have a lineup of Brunson, Hart, Barrett, Cat.
Can I
and
bring this
Mitchell
word
Robinson.
back?
But
Bullshit. I know where
is
you
this
go.
the same man,
What
right?
do you see from Lauren
I just read a
Marketing?
quote. A great fit with the Knicks. Low maintenance. I'm gonna give you buckets. I'm gonna grab rebounds and grab buckets.
Cat can
And
do
not-
that.
But not gonna
But
cry
I'm not
in the
gonna
media.
cry about when I'm not getting the ball.
Who cries in the
And not gonna
media?
be changing my voice when I'm getting interviewed.
This man.
This what
I just
movies is made of.
I just-
movies is made of.
I just
Come on.
I just read a quote earlier today. The man said when it's all said and done, they gonna say I changed the game. Does
He
not
did change the game, bro.
Are you so?
Are you drunk? Did Dirk Nowitzki not exist?
Come on, man.
He changed the game, bro.
Bro.
Look,
Please.
guys.
Please, no. I just know how did he change the game?
Look. We started out the episode, right? We talked about Wiggins.
Mhm.
We talked about Gordon. I think in the right situation, I'm not saying he has to be the guy, but if Jalen Brunson looks to his left and he sees Cat, he's gonna feel a hell of a lot better than looking at Julius Randle's 3 for 17 ass. That's all I'm saying.
He's gonna be like,
Point blank, period.
fourth
And
quarter,
then
get
with that,
close. Damn, this bitch ass nigga. Damn. Alright, let me take it myself. He pouting.
come on,
No,
bro.
nobody
Don't play,
needs that.
bro. Don't play. Don't
You
play.
didn't say it right. Damn. Another bitch ass.
Another bitch ass nigga, yeah.
I gotta take it
Let me
myself.
take it myself. Damn.
Come on.
But bro,
No.
come on, bro. Come on.
No.
Come on.
No, I'm not.
It's a good fit.
No.
Keep that loser mentality.
So why y'all so sold on marketing?
Cause he's a baller. Low
'Cause he-
maintenance.
Jokic.
Put up points and he's grabbing
You
rebounds.
gonna clock in, clock out.
That's it. I'm not looking for all this rah.
I'm sorry.
Listen, hold on.
Not to put you light skinned, but like, come on, man.
He's already
Jesus.
listen. He's
What
already
does he show y'all?
He's already talking most improved.
So what?
All-star.
What you mean?
Cat has been all-star.
Okay,
Look,
yeah.
when he was
He's-
in Cleveland and Chicago and they were actually on a team like the Knicks that
No
had
word.
to.
Think about it. He did this in the West
So what?
with Cat. All right, hold on.
Okay.
This
Oh,
is the
good
same
team.
guy
Mhm.
that's crying, right?
Yeah.
He's talking in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Imagine what in the world this man gonna be saying to the New York media.
He's from Jersey.
The man just said he changed the game.
He's from Jersey.
Crazy.
No, he said when people look back, they go say I changed the game.
Did Dirk Nowitzki not exist?
I'm not comparing him
How
to
long,
Dirk
how long has
Nowitzki.
Cat been in the
So
league?
what big man? What
Cat
big
has been in the league for 8 years. Bro, look.
Say that one more time.
8 years.
Look at the camera. Say that.
40 years. 40.
40 years, 8 years,
Yo, bro.
and changed the game.
Bro.
What did he change?
Let me
That's what I'm trying to
let
understand.
me just tell y'all
In the
the
last
things.
8 years, what did he change? Please tell me. Tell us in the comments
Please.
below, please.
Please.
Yeah, tell us in the comments below. Look, man,
I'm listening. Go ahead.
I'm gonna list off his draft
I'm
class.
dumbfounded.
I'm gonna list off his draft class. First of all, this top 5 is horrible.
Yeah.
Okay, number 1 pick, Karl Anthony Towns. Number 2, D'Angelo
That's
Russell,
your man.
You went
Lakers.
number 2.
Number
I didn't
3,
know about that.
Jahlil Okafor.
I believe.
Wow.
Number 4, Kristaps Porzingis, and number 5, Hazonia. So what I'm saying is like y'all saying, oh he sucks, he's whack, blah, blah, blah. Bro, look who we got drafted with, bro. Y'all tell me anybody else that's still Stanley Johnson,
That was
For
a
a man-
bad-
hold on.
NBA.
that was
For
a
a
bad year.
man,
That was a bad year.
for men to talk about.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Devin
Shit.
Booker at 13. There you go. That's your saving grace.
For a man
Shit.
who says,
But I'm saying,
they're
though-
gonna say change the league. He's been on the team for 8 years and they haven't done
But-
shit.
Resume wise,
Shit.
how much different is Booker from Cat? Resume wise.
70 points, multiple All Stars, went to the finals, long playoff run. Cat, this is what movies are made of. They want to play and start to celebrate. Are you
Bro,
serious?
The man has had nothing. You just sat here and told
And they
me-
still have no banners.
Well, he got Ant. that's his saving grace.
Wow. All right,
That's
you're
a
talking
serious-
another player again, bro.
What
It's
is
gonna
he
be a
doing?
bad fit. Please let this
How's
guy
it
go.
gonna be a bad fit?
Please let him go. Because you already have 2 7-footers. We have 2 7-footers. If you do that again,
Bro,
two
he just
7-footers.
played the whole season with Gobert, bro.
And barely played the whole season. It's
He
Cat.
was injured.
Listen, all I gotta say
Cat,
is
keep your ass in Minnesota.
Is
yeah,
Cat a Hall of
stay-
Famer?
This ain't Minnesota.
Same.
Stop playing.
Oh,
What I'm
that
saying
crying?
is, at 27, I'm taking Cat.
Yo,
Talk
fool's,
about it.
fool's gold.
Speaking of draft, you want
Just
to take,
talk
you
about
wanna take it over? You want to the next topic? Talk about the
Fool's
draft.
gold.
I bet, man. Let me refresh y'all young boys out there, man. So as y'all know, Zion has been in the headlines
Yo, for the interesting
for the
reasons.
wrong reasons.
Interesting reasons.
But
You live
all,
a life.
no,
Nah,
you see, no.
Trying to get a deal from
All I'm gonna
Bank.
say, it all makes sense now.
I'm trying to get a deal from Bank Bros.
It all makes sense why he had the lower leg injuries because he was
Out here wilding, clapping cheeks.
just.
That's not true, man.
That's just a one-on-one of what not to do when you get your contract.
Out here wilding.
The rumor mill right
Big
now is New Orleans is looking for a point guard, and as we know, when Benyama to the Spurs is pretty much a lock. The number 2 rated prospect is Scoop Henderson, who,
No, Brandon Miller.
well, he's going to Charlotte at 3. They want Charlotte.
No, Charlotte's 2.
Charlotte wants Brandon Miller.
Hey,
But-
Charlotte's at 2. She's at 3.
Charlotte's at 2. Portland 3. Basically, all jokes aside, the Pelicans want Scoot Henderson. Would y'all trade Zion for the number 3 pick?
We're training Zion on potential. As right now, you know what you get from Zion. I don't understand the move outside of the media.
Well, now you get to put Dame with Zion. So Portland has a number 3 pick, right? They come to your front door. They're like, hey man, listen, I know you really want this Scoot Henderson guy. You know, Zion has been doing stuff on, the hub, not the basketball hub, the other one. We'll give you the number 3 pick, and how about we throw in,
This man's
maybe a 2nd round pick or some cash, and you give us Zion. You get to get your point guard of the future to build with Brandon Ingram and C.J. McCollum and Valanciunas, along with Herb Jones and Trey Murphy, and you get your guy, and you get Zion at that. So
What if he goes back home? We all hype about Portland, but what if he goes to Charlotte? He's from North Carolina.
Let's see. MJ, GM, who's drunk half of the time. Zion, who is, like I said, on the wrong hub.
That sounds like a match made in
That's a
heaven.
recipe for disaster.
That sounds like a match
LeVar
made
is
in
going to
heaven.
call the front office and say, take my boy out of there, please.
That sounds like a match made in heaven. And
I think Charlotte.
City 2.0.
I think Charlotte likes Brandon Miller, though, like you said. I think they're like.
yeah, but you're thinking Brandon Miller or Zion?
Take Zion.
Bro, I don't know if I can really trust Zion.
You
bro.
can't trust him in New Orleans. I don't think he wants to be there. If you think about
He
it,
got to stay away from Dallas. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think he wants to
He
be.
can't go there.
Nah.
I don't think, and they in the same division, so
Well,
you got to
Miami.
see them 4 times a year. But again, I think, we all hype on Portland. We're gonna get Dame, this guy, and all that. I mean, he'll be closer to Nike if he goes to Portland. But I mean,
I don't see why not.
I don't see Charlotte's not bad either.
Charlotte is not, but I think Miller fits what they need. They need a.
So y'all really having Scoop?
They
Yeah.
have Scoot.
No, Scoot is
Scoot.
Legit?
legit.
Yeah, that's us.
Yeah.
Legitimate?
Yeah, nah, he's
We'll put that out there for y'all too.
yeah. I would say.
Would you flip Zion for Scoot? So if you're Portland, would you give up number 3 for Zion?
Oh, Charlotte.
Get Henderson.
Mm-hmm. Do y'all like Zion going
With Dame.
with Dame?
If
That's
you're Dame,
your
is
team.
that enough to keep you in Portland? I think
Right.
that's enough.
That's
He's
a
going
lot of
nowhere.
questions.
He doesn't have
A
a
lot of speculation.
choice.
He does have a choice.
No, he does
He
not.
said on the podcast last week he wants to go to Brooklyn or Miami, bro.
Is it up to him? No. The team has to sign off on that.
No more Mr. Nice Guy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And just to let y'all know, the draft is next week. So the order right now, we got San Antonio number 1.
Where's your mama?
Hornets number 2. Trailblazers going to 3. Ime gets number 4. So another young player going to Houston. Detroit number 5. The Magic at the 6th pick. Pacers at 7. Wizards at 8. Lauri Markkanen gets some help at number 9 with Utah. And then
Ain't gonna be
I didn't even notice, but the Mavs have a top 10 pick. So they have the 10th pick in the draft.
Houston flipping that pick and Kevin Porter for a solid player.
Think so? But why Porter? I like Porter though.
Yeah, but you know you might sign a good point guard.
Okay.
So that's it for the NBA talk.
Yeah.
On to the grass fields of the NFL. All right, and we're gonna stay in New York. Gridiron. Right now.
Baby.
I don't like it. I don't like what's going on.
I don't like it.
I don't like it. I'm upset.
What's happening though?
Why is it always the Giants? Why? What I'm talking about, no prep fan. Saquon. They haven't re-signed Saquon yet. What is
Clock
going
is
on?
ticking.
The clock. You took the words right off. The clock is ticking.
Clock is ticking.
You got Daniel Jones, who I'm not high on. And
Daniel Jones looking brolic, by the way.
He's going to need the help.
Takeover season, I'm telling y'all.
Because you can't leave the ball in Daniel Jones' hands for 4 quarters. You need a running back, Giants. What are we doing with Saquon?
So what's going on with Saquon, DC?
I heard in the grapevine, people were talking about they want to get rid of Saquon and go get Cook, which I don't understand. Why? Saquon is younger. Yes, he's coming off an injury, but he had a great season last season, I feel. And he wants to be a Giant. Re-sign the man, please.
I don't think right now people don't value running backs.
Why is that?
It's just they feel like they get hurt too easily and their shelf life is not that long.
You need a running back.
No, I agree. No, I think, and especially with the Giants too, the Giants are not the Giants without Saquon. I just think they're drunk in love with Daniel Jones. Cute song. Cause like
where's Thomas?
He would not have it. Daniel Jones would not have it.
I was not expecting you to say that.
They're drunk in love with this man. I'm telling you, they're drunk. Cause Daniel Jones would have never had his mediocre year without Saquon. Like,
I agree with
I'm
that.
gonna try to really understand. Hey, if I'm Saquon, I'm good, bro. I love the franchise tag. It's guaranteed money, and every year you do it, it get higher. So play with me, and I'm gonna have a good year. And then if y'all really let me go, so this is a choice. I feel like it's in the players' hands. Because if they keep on franchise tagging you, that means more money guaranteed every year.
Okay.
The better you play, either they're gonna have to sign you, or if they let you go, I know another team's gonna pick you up really quickly. The Eagles. So he played in Penn State.
Please not let him.
So I'm just saying.
Please.
I'm just saying.
They let him do that.
This is on the Giants for being in their own way.
What's the Steve name? I'm having a very bad day.
The rich get richer. Stop playing.
Hey, I'm just saying.
I'm telling you, New York, sign him, please.
Sign him, or if he has another monster year, either you have to franchise tag him in, which is probably you have to pay him $15 million for that year,
or he's out the door.
or you got to release him, and I know another team will scoop him up with the quickness. Okay, because he's a dual threat; he can catch and run. So no, and I wish he would hold out.
He can run routes.
I wish he could low-key hold out so they heal. So I'm sorry, I want the Giants to win, but
I'm about to throw that shit.
Daniel Jones might get exposed if Saquon doesn't play a couple games.
He is.
So.
Alright, fellas, so based on the research that I see right here, the magic date is July 17th. Players who are franchise tagged have until that date to reach a long-term agreement. So what I'm guessing is Saquon wants a 3 to 4 year bag that like Daniel Jones got.
Deserves.
But the Giants, given the running back market, like you said, nobody's paying running backs, they're trying to stamp that 12 to 15 M's on him just for the year to keep him content. It's coming off 1,000 yard rushing season, no surprise to anybody. He's a top 5 running back, probably number 1, you could argue. Behind McCaffrey and other guys. This team is not relevant without Saquon. You think about the big wins that they had last season, right? When they went to London and they defeated the Packers. That's all Saquon, right? He put them on their back.
Let's go.
Even week 1 against the Titans, right?
Saquon
had that clutch running, and that kind of set the tone for the season. So they need to bring him back. I just don't really know where he fits in that equation right now.
I would chill, bro.
But the thing is, though, bro, he could sit out this whole year.
No, he's not gonna do that.
He might.
No.
I wouldn't. It's dumb.
Didn't who did
Le'Veon
that?
did that, and he admitted that he regretted it.
Don't do it.
You ever show your value?
It's
Play.
always the New York teams, by the way. The
Play,
Jets
please.
ended up paying him.
And I think he's gonna play.
Show your value.
I would like for Saquon to play.
Show out.
Show that
stay
you're valuable.
But-
and collect your points.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard in today's NFL. It's pass friendly.
I think you gotta play the game.
It don't.
You gotta play
Pass
the game.
friendly is great. I could come out the backfield and throw me out
Yeah.
the flat all day. He has hands.
Not even that. If it's pass friendly, it's pass friendly for the good quarterbacks. But when you're a bum, and you gotta run the ball, okay?
There's no
When you're a
linebacker
bum,
covering him.
you gotta run the ball.
You have
I
to run the
agree.
ball at the
I
end of
When
the
you're a
day.
bum,
You
Patrick
just-
Mahomes doesn't need to run the ball.
No.
Josh Allen doesn't need to run the ball.
They don't, but they choose to.
I'm saying Burrow doesn't need to run the ball. I'm saying they got their arm and they know how to do it.
Yeah.
Nothing against Daniel Jones, but he doesn't have the same arm strength that those quarterbacks. He's not considered in that class.
I mean, we gotta wait and see, man. Like I said, you got
Okay.
a month.
For
Yeah,
all
keep telling
day, out the
yourself.
flat, come out the backfield.
Now I wouldn't. Let's not talk. Cause like I said, I wouldn't. Y'all know me, man. If I was in that position, I ain't saying nothing. Let me walk. Cause I don't get
Some of the quotes
paid.
from Saquon this week, I feel like I'm
He's
worth
been
more than
talking
that.
too.
I
He's
feel
been
like
talking.
we finally get to the place where we're a successful team, we're winning games, and I feel like I was a big part of that. I mean, look, Dalvin Cook walked out the door.
Talk your shit.
Austin Eckler threatened to walk out the door until the Chargers threw a bunch of incentives into his contract.
Cause they said we tweaking if we lose this.
Miles Sanders dipped off from Philly to go play with the
Indeed.
Texans. Believe it. Either the Texans or the Panthers. I gotta fact check that.
I think Panthers.
But like y'all been saying, right now the running back market just sucks, and it's a lot of things. It's pass friendly, it's health, it's just the old school football ground and pound
But that's-
game is
it's-
going away.
That still doesn't.
And this is signs of it. And I hate that Saquon, who's a really good transcendent talent, is the one that's getting the bad end of this because he does deserve a contract.
But when you say
Rightfully
pass
so.
first, that irks my soul because if we're spread out, one back in the backfield.
Mm.
So think about let's talk about it. Let's go through the list of running backs that have hands. McCaffrey. He can catch the ball. He has hands.
Eckler got hands.
Eckler has hands.
Good
Kamara
hands.
has hands.
Good hands.
Cook has hands. Saquon has hands. Who else is a running back that?
You even say the young boy in the Jets, Breece Hall.
It starts to get thin after that.
Good
It starts
hands.
to get thin. You can't really start naming names.
You know
but,
what it is though?
okay, it gets thin. That means that's a gem.
You see,
No, I agree.
in the
it's,
rough.
it's like the center position in basketball, bro. Like, we praise Jokic and Embiid so much, but outside of those big names, who else is really a premier? Like, you know what I mean? Like, the list gets shorter and
But
shorter.
that should tell you as a GM.
Right.
When
And
they're
but
premium,
it's the guys that are.
Hello, sign him or you're gonna
I
lose
agree
that
with that.
value.
I
And you
agree
have to
with that.
trust and put all your eggs on Dan.
And it's not like we're talking about a bum here.
No.
That's what I'm talking
But bro, also though, like, look at Zeke. And I'm not comparing the two, but look, the Cowboys were in a similar situation, right? They were like, look, we have a guy that we know could give us 1,000 yards.
Well, we're not
They
going.
extended the bag to him, and what happened?
We're not going to talk about.
The decline. I'm not saying Saquon is going to decline.
No, I'm saying
like
Jerry
Zeke.
Jones.
But
is
if you're the
different type of
Giants,
owner, though.
I know, but I'm saying I'm using it as an example. If you're the Giants, you're like, Dallas gave Zeke all that money. Tony Pollard ended up becoming the better back. Now, not to say that the Giants have a back that'll be better than Saquon, but it's like, yo, what if we give this guy 3 year, et cetera, turf toe, nagging injuries. I think it's a tough position to be in because I fucks with Saquon. I think he's nice as hell. But from a GM standpoint, you kind of just like, look, the league is being more pass friendly. Look at all these penalties they're calling on the quarterbacks when you hit the quarterback late. When a running back get hit late, get your ass up.
I hear
Play.
that, and I understand the shelf life is shorter for the running backs.
Yeah.
But in fairness, you guaranteed all that money to Daniel Jones. What if he doesn't even perform?
Right.
Absolutely.
That means they got big trust in
You are
Daniel.
paying. They're drunk in love.
But-
You're paying this man for potential. You're not 100% sure that it's actually going to pan out.
Sound like you talking about double.
So like, look, I'm reading this
That guy
article right
Devils,
here.
yes.
They said Dexter Lawrence and Jones have cleared $200 million already. So we talked about it with A-Rod and Devontae, right? That pie. You give a majority of that pie to Dexter Lawrence and Daniel Jones. That's
Dexter deserved it.
Dexter deserves it.
On the defensive
Jones,
$20 million.
for what it's worth, he got you to the second round against.
$15 to $20 million man, not 40.
end. And then
15.
who are wide receivers?
So wide receivers.
Wandale Robinson.
Sterling, who is coming back.
Sterling
He's
Shepard.
done.
They
He's done.
drafted that young kid from Tennessee as well.
Kenny
They
Galladay.
added Paris Campbell from the Colts. So
Darren Waller.
but really, it's gonna be Waller. They're trying to make them into Baltimore, bro. They're trying to make Daniel Jones into a short down guy to dump it off to Waller, and then get like these little gadget receivers that could get open in free space.
Stop.
Look at Buffalo, right? He's trying to bring what they had in Buffalo. But
Yeah, it's Brian Debo.
Yeah.
It's not.
But Buffalo, what did Buffalo miss? They never had a good running game.
Good, and then also
They didn't prioritize.
not even that. You have Josh Allen though. That's what able to help them win the
Yeah,
game.
no, Daniel Jones is no Josh Allen.
Exactly.
At the end of the day,
He should be
NFL,
getting paid. He should be
well,
getting paid.
football, you have to run the ball.
Put the drink down. Whoever's making the decisions for the Giants.
You have
Put the
to
drink
run
down.
the ball.
It's a good
Have
segue.
to. You
We talked about
can't
Buffalo,
go away
too.
from that. But let's move on.
So,
Let's
what's
go
up
to
with y'all boy, man?
First of
Diggs?
all,
This is nothing.
I think it's nothing.
This is nothing.
I feel it's nothing.
Man, serious.
But also, I feel like, well, he's also talking the shit. He's like, yo, I'm that guy. Give me the fucking rock. That's all it is. It's like, yo, I'm coming in with some new energy. Let's get a chip. We've been falling short for how long?
Sayonara.
What is it? How long? 3 years?
Buffalo's cursed though, bro.
What you mean, Turk?
Cursed. They're the same franchise up to the Super Bowl 4 straight times and bumped it up. I'm just saying.
I feel like it's nothing for him to miss the first day. I feel like the media
this
blowing
is
it up. That's
yeah.
just out of
Yeah,
proportion.
I agree with y'all.
Media
But
want to
I
talk about
also,
shit, but I don't really.
It's summertime. They need something to talk about.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about Stefon Diggs.
What you mean? What
He been hating on him since last year, bro.
It's not even hate. It's not even hate. He's nice. He's nice. Don't get me wrong. Super nice.
What are you about to say right now?
But I just think like there are other guys out there that are better than him, especially when it comes to the play. Like he just disappeared. I don't know. I don't know if it's the quarterback.
He's not
I
getting.
don't know if it's the scheme.
He's
I don't know
not
if it's
getting-
Buffalo. You said Buffalo was cursed.
You know what we need to do? We need to watch film.
No,
Let's
I
watch
watch
the
a ton of film.
Oh, we can watch film.
I watch hella film.
I want to see
I
how.
watched
he
Justin
reads that
Jefferson go to work. I watched Jamar Chase go to
Because who's
work.
throwing him the ball?
Josh Allen.
Not to Justin Jefferson.
Oh, nah, Kirkio.
Exactly.
Go. Where the chains at? Shout out to
He's
Minnesota.
getting Jettas the ball. Get Diggs the ball.
But Diggs
Simple.
is, but I don't know, Diggs just don't, I don't know, bro.
Don't what?
You know, like, we talk about, look, James Harden, right? Really good player, regular season, you know what he could do. I get that from Diggs. It's like, normal season, he's out there. He's doing what he got to do. Come playoff time,
They lost to Cincinnati, right?
just shy away. You gotta, and I feel you gotta get him the ball, but you gotta get open. You know what I'm saying? So
that means
who
that
does that fall
my my OC
This is
has
dependable.
to put me
mouse.
scheme, put me in the spot where it's going. I'm gonna get open. Yes, as an athlete, wide receiver, I'm gonna be in spots where I have to work to get open, but also we need to work on OC.
And I mean, it's a dependable position though, bro. So if the quarterback's getting killed and sacked, the stats are gonna look poor. I mean, this is nothing. I'm sorry. This is too early, way too early to even talk about
It is way too early.
So I'm sorry.
I do want to give y'all a stat though.
I don't
And
wanna-
again,
I don't wanna
this
invest
is
in
not me coming for Diggs. He has not had a playoff touchdown since 2020.
Right? Wow. That's interesting.
I'm just saying. Gabe Davis had 3.
Why? Why is that?
He got open.
I'm Stefon Diggs and I'm getting double coverage.
Nah, I feel you on that. But look, the best of the
Don't-
best.
Why is Gabe Davis
DC.
Don't
DC.
Why is Gabe Davis
D-
getting a touchdown? It's just open.
No, this is a conversation with me and DC.
Yeah.
DC, you put on the helmet, my boy. The best of the best get double teamed, but they still find a way to get open. I'm not saying Diggs.
Yeah, but at the same time,
Devontae gonna get open, bro. Jamar gonna get open, bro. It don't matter who you throw. You can throw the kitchen sink at those guys.
don't let A-Rod go. Diggs,
They gonna get open.
Go to Jets. Diggs, go to the Jets. Go
Maybe,
for A-Rod.
maybe Allen
I
gotta find
guarantee
him.
Aaron Rodgers gonna find him and get
You
him.
know, but I'm with y'all. I like Diggs. I like the persona. I like the swag. You know, but I need no playoff touchdowns since 2020. What's up with that, bro? Come on,
Blame
man.
his old Josh Allen.
I don't even gotta look up Devontae stats. I don't gotta look up Jamar Chase stats because I know they get tutties in the playoffs. What's going on? What's going on?
Josh Allen is what's going on.
Nah.
Okay.
Like I said, this is not.
Go play Josh Allen.
Just not enough for me to
He
invest
throwing
in.
the ball.
How
How am I supposed to get rocked? The quarterback not throwing me the ball.
It's
Come
not-
on, make it make sense.
That's not enough for me to invest in. It's nothing. He missed minicamp. He missed the first
It's
day
a
training
day.
camp. It's a day.
Alright, so it was a week.
And he was
Alright.
there. Like he was technically.
He was there today. He was there today.
No, he was in
He was
Buffalo.
there.
He just didn't like fuck the meeting. I'm not
He
going.
didn't go.
Yeah, I'm not going. I'll do the same
Alright.
thing. Dalvin Cook free agent. I feel like it
How old
was
is this man?
2 years too short. I thought he should have been got up out of there.
Dalvin Cook.
Yeah.
Dalvin Cook, man, you know who he reminds me of, and I don't know if I'm gonna be A1 with this comparison. Kind of reminds me a little bit of LaShawn McCoy, a little bit. Like his stats are good, and we know he's a reliable running back, but we never really consider him to be in the top conversation at a point in time. Maybe correct me if I'm wrong, right? I know Shady McCoy was a bad boy. Like, he was nice. Cook gives me that vibe. Like, good stats, good team. They get to the playoffs, and then when they get to the playoffs, they get bounced. We kind of just forget about him. You know, everybody talks about Justin Jefferson. I don't really know. Like,
I feel like
what kind of money was he expecting? Is the question.
I feel like he was worth it because he was putting up 1,000-yard seasons. He did get hurt. As I said, with running backs, the shelf life and the argument to try to get that more money is really
He's 27.
really tough.
Okay, 27. All right. They were saying with him that his yards per carry
went
dropped
down.
though.
Yeah, it did because he got hurt, and then plus,
Okay.
running backs and wide receivers are a dependable position. I mean by that, bro. I just feel like you could be a great running back, but if your O-line is hard garbage, when's the last time we seen another Barry Sanders? Well, his O-line was so trash, he had to bop everybody. Just let me know.
That's not.
It's rare. It doesn't happen.
Like AP.
Right.
Yeah.
It does not happen. So if you have a trash O-line, what are you supposed to do, bro?
Okay.
When 11 guys is coming
I'll
after
give
you.
you that.
I'm just saying.
You know what? And we just talked about it with Saquon. That new OC from the Rams really made Jefferson into the focal point.
100%.
Young pass friendly. And they won them games, right? The Vikings were the best they ever were.
So to add that to it,
Right.
we cut down your rushing attempts and we do more passing attempts.
Right.
So the math
It's just the equation don't fit.
yeah. So I mean, like, I think he's still a great running back. I feel like he still has a lot to give.
All right, let's go over the stats.
Yeah,
Right now.
let's get into
So, Josh Jacobs, when I'm reading off the NFL,
Trying to pay them.
NFL website,
Brady
Josh
Boy.
Jacobs, 1,653 yards, 340 attempts, 12 TDs.
Yeah,
20
600 yards.
Yeah, 1,600. 20 plus yards in attempts. He had 7 attempts for 20 plus yards. He had 2 attempts for 40 plus. His longest, 86. Derrick Henry comes in second, 1,538.
Big dog.
Big dog.
Big dog, 329. Let's go, big dog. Let's go, big dog.
Big dog.
13 TDs, long from 20 plus, 10 attempts, and then 40 plus was 4 attempts. Nick Chubb, 1,525, 302 attempts, 12 TDs.
Nasty.
Saquon, 1,312.
Okay.
Comes in at number 4.
All right.
New York, what are we doing? 295 attempts, 10 TDs, bro. Miles Sanders, 1,269.
System.
He wants to get paid.
Listen,
I'm just tight. The
259 attempts, bro. 11
Let it
TDs.
go.
Dalvin Cook,
He was a top 6.
top 6.
6.
Dalvin Cook, 1,173, 264 attempts, 8 TDs. Justin Fields comes in at 1,143
He was
yards,
running the
bro.
ball a lot.
7.
Running for his fucking life, bro.
He was top 10 in rushing.
Top 10 in
yards?
rushing.
Top 10 in rushing, bro. Then he was
Where's Christian McCaffrey?
right after. 1,139.
It's funny that you mentioned.
244 attempts. Justin Fields 160 attempts.
Yeah, they might as well throw that guy in the backfield.
And then you got Travis Etienne
Okay, he had a good season too.
out with the Jags,
Forgot
1,125.
about him.
He had
We basically got two of the top 6 running backs
Or just asking for money.
and not getting a deal.
Aaron Jones after Etienne with 1,121. Jamal Williams 1,066.
20.
Kenneth Walker 1,050.
Wow. Jamal Williams in Detroit put up 1,000 yards? Shout
Yo,
out.
that's
I'm gonna go with the keep going with the 1,000. I'm not done with actually. Oh, it was pretty interesting. Stevenson out with the Patriots 1,040.
Andre. He had good rushing. He ain't scored too many touchdowns though.
I think Algier, if I'm pronouncing that right.
From
Falcons.
Atlanta?
Yeah.
Wow.
1,035. Najee Harris.
Najee Harris.
34, and then last one, Tony Pollard, 1,007.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like Zeke is not even there, and Zeke was getting triple-double this man.
Yeah,
paid.
because he became the third down back.
And you know what's interesting too? You just talk about how Eckler had got all those incentives for his contract. He's at 915.
How many touchdowns he had though?
Yeah, 9 touchdowns. Well, both receiving and
5.
right.
I don't know how much.
His
5
receiving.
Rushing?
5 rushing.
Wow.
I don't know how many receiving.
All right, so to coincide with what you just said, bro, I got a list right here of the top 10 highest paid running backs. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
From like last year?
Just last year, based off last year's salary.
Okay.
Going into this season. All right, number 1, Christian McCaffrey, 16 M's.
Okay.
Number 2, Alvin Kamara, 15 M's. Number 3, Derrick Henry, 12.5. Number 4, you got Nick Chubb, 12.2. This gonna shock
He
y'all.
didn't crack the top 10.
This gonna shock y'all right here. Tied for 5th, Joe Mixon, $12 million.
Wow. He did run well.
Tied with Aaron Jones, $12 million.
Those are.
So we got 3 running backs tied for 7th, and these 3 right here, y'all gonna go crazy. Tony Pollard, Josh Jacobs, and Saquon all checking in at $10.1 million. And the 10th highest paid running back in the league is James Conner at 7 M's. So that's the problem right there. That's why Saquon mad, because dudes like Mixon, Joe Mixon, like, don't get me wrong, Joe Mixon, he played well for the Bengals, but to get $5 million more than Saquon?
And he's doing more, I feel like.
Kamara getting paid $5 million.
He's earned it. He's definitely earned it.
Kamara
definitely earned it.
My math was off. I'm sorry. Mixon was getting $2 million more, but still, McCaffrey being the highest paid, I think he deserved that. You know, given he was on the Panthers, they sucked.
Right.
But you can make the argument that the list could go reverse. Like Jacobs and Barkley should be at the top, but that's why they fight for the bag.
It's contract years though, so you got to think about it. I like y'all. Really, guys really go hard when that comes. When they about to be free next year. Think about it. Like, look at it. When they have a monster year, they about to be free.
Yeah.
So where would y'all like to see
Dalvin Cook?
Yeah.
Who needs a running back?
Dalvin Cook.
Kansas City. But no, Pacheco's good. Pacheco's good.
Pacheco's.
You said Philly.
Buffalo.
His brother is there already too, which is crazy.
Who Philly has right now?
Philly, they brought in a young kid.
Combination. They running by committee right now.
Yeah, they got Boston Scott, aka the Giant Killer.
Fine.
And also, who's the young boy that was doing really well last year? Oh, Gainwell. Gainwell.
Miami.
Yeah.
I linked it to Miami.
Where did Mostard go?
And they added DeAndre Swift.
Mostard went to
Who got Swift?
Philly.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
The rich get rich.
And they got Rashad Penny too.
Yes. Oh, Philly's chilling.
Yeah, they got Rashad Penny, Swift, and Gainwell and Scott.
Oh,
so they
money.
chilling.
They re-up. Miami's not a bad fit.
Miami. They need Mostard's at Miami. That's why.
I thought they had one more.
It's another dude.
Oh no, they got the dude from San Fran. I had him on my fit. Wilson.
Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson.
Okay, we gotta see how that plans out.
Fantasy job.
All right. Damn, I'm trying to think. Who else?
The Jets could use him.
Brees Hall, no, he good.
But he coming over ACL though.
Mike Carter and Brees Hall, they good.
Lions.
Yeah, they let go Jamal Williams.
Yeah, but they like Jahmyr Gibbs from Georgia. They think he gonna be the next one up. I mean from Alabama. I'm sorry. I don't really know, man. I think Dalvin Cook. I think Miami's his best fit, bro.
Yeah.
I think that'll be his best fit.
He can eat a lot of reps over there, but more free agent, well, not free agent, just more early season controversy, I would say. Even though it's nothing. Chris Jones misses camp, looking for an extension. I'm not really tripping about this.
Think KC gonna pay him?
I'd say smart they would.
Yeah, he's their best defensive player.
Right. He made that huge tackle last year in the playoffs.
Nah, he was.
He made that huge tackle.
What's in the air of these GMs and like what is?
Because
you see potential and it's like
the NFL doesn't want to be the NBA where their contracts are crazy because I guess they just cheap.
NFL is more so they push the team than player. So like they don't really like to announce the highest paid tackle.
Right. They don't.
It's more of a team thing.
Right. They don't really care to try to give. I think it's cheap. It's a salary cap too.
Yeah.
Salary cap, and they like we're trying to stay below it.
Bro. It's not a players' league, bro.
No.
It's really ran by.
It's trash.
Yeah. Quarterbacks are the only ones that are really gonna earn a lot.
Quarterback and wide receivers. Yeah.
They're gonna earn a lot for their career.
And then
like used to be running backs and now wide receivers.
Yeah. Now like you see like a couple like guy like Aaron Donald or like a linebacker.
Raycon Smith got a crazy deal.
That's what I'm saying. But it also goes by the market. Like the highest paid defensive tackle is like who?
I just think right at the time being, if you want to luck up and make a crazy contract, you gotta be on a shitty team. And that's
JJ Watt did it for years, bro.
Come on. Christian McCaffrey, for example.
Yeah.
He literally
but he paid his dues though.
1,000 yards rushing, 1,000 yards receiving. We're gonna give you $16 million.
But you're gonna be on a team that only win 3 games a year.
Yeah, let's get it.
That's just
let's get it.
That's just the belly of the beast.
Run it up. Run the stats up.
Alright, so Chris Jones, I'm not reading much into it. It's early.
He'll be back.
Yeah, he'll be back.
You know, they just gotta figure that out.
Where does D-Hop go?
I don't see D-Hop falling for the Patriots.
Why not, bro?
I don't like the reports of the Patriots or the Titans. I mean, it is for money. That's all I.
That's what I'm saying, though. He's going for the bag, bro.
He made enough. He made enough in Houston.
At this point in his career, man, I mean, I agree. I would not want Mac Jones being my quarterback. And I would not want, what did you say, the Titans? Tannehill?
Tanner shit.
No, you got my man,
They doing him dirty.
Boo-boo.
What you mean?
Willie Willis?
Yeah.
They do him dirty because they drafted Willis. They drafted the other dude from Kentucky.
Oh,
they
Levis.
dirty. Yeah.
They
They
did.
do him dirty.
Nah,
They did.
it's not gonna work out
They
there.
do him
bro.
dirty. I will not touch.
He need to
Tennessee.
stop playing and go to Kansas City. If he wants to win, that's your best landing spot. Like
One
I
of the
said.
Giants. 1 year.
But that means Saquon out the door. Bro.
1 year.
But how much are you paying him?
1 year. Like whatever we got.
You'll give him to Odell 18 M's?
1 year, bro. Cause think about it. It's 1 year. Then it's off our books. I think about it.
But Odell got paid. I don't think you realize Odell
did.
pulled up with a ski mask in Baltimore. and said,
Shiesty.
"Yo,
But they,
The shiesty.
all right, we're gonna look. Let's look back at it. At the end of the year, how much jersey sales they had with his name on it. Think about it. They about to get their money right back.
And ticket sales.
That's what I'm saying.
They want to see that. Lamar and Odell?
They
What?
complain about money. The
It's
ticket
not-
sales about to be.
What I'm saying though, like we just talked about it with basketball, he got to choose whether he wants to win or if he wants to bag. New England will pay him the bag, and he really likes Belichick. I don't know, right? Because we talked about Belichick, Tom Brady. Who was the guy that really ran that engine? We don't know. It's looking like Brady because Belichick has not been in the playoffs since. Or I got to double check that. This could be Belichick's way of being like, there we go. I still got it. I got me D-Hop.
So this is about to be the new what? Tom Brady and Randy Moss?
No, bro.
No.
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 Oh.
I really don't know if Matt Jones is going to take that step. I mean, I think he's done, personally.
Same.
But, I mean, D-Hop could help. We just got to see. They said they're confident they're going to sign him on Thursday. We'll see. Tomorrow's Thursday.
Mac and cheese.
So,
It's going to be tough. I was going to say CD, man. Dallas.
They got to see. They broke.
I mean, him and Dak would be nice.
They don't got no money. Their money's
They
tied
broke.
up.
They broke.
And shout out to Joey B. Calling Pat Mahomes the best quarterback in the league. I think if you win a championship, you are to be considered the best.
I think right now, hands down, that unless Brady come back, which I don't.
Yeah, the best quarterback in the league right now. We're not saying ever. Right now,
Right now, it's Mahomes.
he's the man.
Respectful.
Respectful.
Joe Burrow's behind him. Josh Allen's there. Justin Herbert.
It's a new- it's a new-
Jalen Hurts. Lamar.
New
A-Rod,
era.
You know,
It's a new era.
A-Rod is the last of the old heads right now.
Right.
It's starting to be the young guns.
It's a new era, bro.
It's starting to be the young
We're
guns.
witnessing a new
And
time.
I'm loving this football.
Oh,
I'm
100%.
loving this football. Like, it's great. We're watching greatness.
Ball flying.
We're gonna appreciate.
Facts.
Listen,
Facts.
watching new era. Big pause. Yo, I feel like Cam and fucking with you on their podcast too. This is hilarious because that's only they be like, nah. But back to it, man. Watching new era of matter of fact, both sides, NFL, NBA.
Right.
Just watching.
They're about to use no more LeBron.
Don't say
Don't
that.
say that, bro.
Don't say that, bro.
Y'all took him for granted.
Ooh, not
Y'all,
not me.
Bro, 2 weeks ago we thought they were gonna beat the Nuggets.
You was on my feet all the time.
Nah, I told you, ain't no 2 weeks we thought. Don't say we. Nobody agreed that they were gonna beat the Nuggets here. I saw sweat.
My man's put up 41, bro.
It's tough.
And got swept.
From a
Yeah.
38-year-old.
Y'all were bugging, first of all,
Sorry.
playing him the whole first half. I was like, they're trying to. I texted you, I said, they're trying to kill this man. He's gonna die on that court.
Yo,
Get him out the game.
it really gave me like him versus the Spurs all over again, bro. Like, no
But
matter what he did.
He can do that at like 26, 28.
No, bro.
But at 38, chill.
Bro.
Chill, bro.
They
You
did
gotta,
it
you
on
gotta, you
this,
gotta throw
21
Bronny
again,
out there, bro. You gotta,
Nah, it's
gonna happen though.
We're witnessing the change, and that's also we getting older.
Damn, man.
So
See the new era shift in both fucking leagues, man. It's actually great to see. It's
Right.
honestly, that is great to see. But let's wrap up.
That's it.
Yes, Sirski, man.
Man, episode 2 in the books, ladies and
Bam.
gentlemen.
Holla at
No
you
Bread
guys,
family, man. We're, like I said last episode, we're back in effect. We're dropping these episodes back to back to back. This content is gonna be dropping back to back to back. Come on, man. We here. And that's it, man.
That's it.
Enjoy the winning team, man.
Peace.